You aren't asking for help, and that is why you're failing. It is so simple, but it is something I have observed all across my life. All of the people I know that are struggling to make progress, that are struggling to find joy in what they do, that are struggling to get out of whatever level they're stuck at and get to the next level, all of it is rooted in the fact that they don't ask for help. Either they're afraid to ask for help, or they feel shame around asking for help, or they feel like if they ask for help, then people are going to think they're stupid, or whatever the faulty belief is. And I want to tell you a quick story that really exemplified this for me. So I went to an event a couple years ago, and I went with a friend, and I remember meeting this guy, and he knew my friend. I didn't know him, but my friend introduced us, and he said, you should talk to Cole. Cole's doing all of the things that you want to do. And this guy that I had met was really interested in starting to write on the internet, and he was also really interested in building and launching digital products. And, I didn't say, well, I've sold millions of dollars of digital products, but my friend, the way he introduced us was like, you should talk to Cole. He would be able to help you. And the three of us spent probably an hour together at this event. And every time, I love sharing what I know. I love helping other people. I don't know what it is. I'm just wired for, I would way rather, instead of talking about the weather, I would way rather someone ask me questions or I ask them questions and we learn from each other and we trade knowledge. And, I need mental stimulation. I'm like a border collie. And I would way rather have that. And so we were hanging out for like an hour, and I just kept trying to nudge the conversation, being like, what do you want to know? Like, how can I help you? I'm bored at this event. I would love to talk about something that I'm interested in, And over and over and over again, this guy, no matter how many times I prompted it, he would say two things. He would either tell me all the things he already knew, because he was in some way trying to signal, like, here's how smart I am, or he would tell me all the reasons why he can't do the thing that I could tell him how to do. Like all the faulty beliefs, all the reasons why like platforms are broken these days and it's so hard to build an audience, and I have all these ideas, but like, so it was always one of those two things. And I would try to, just very subtly like point out, hey, that's a faulty belief, or, I don't think that that's necessarily true, or I have a great framework for that. And he had no interest, or I would say something and he would just go, okay, and then clearly not retain any of it. And I thought it was so interesting to walk away from that experience and go, this guy wanted to do the very thing that I've been doing for a decade. And he had an hour for free with me. I'm not saying I'm the smartest person in the world, but like, you have an hour with someone who has done the exact thing that you're trying to do. And instead of asking questions, and instead of soaking up an unfathomable amount of free knowledge, like I am happy to share anything I know with anyone. I don't believe in like withholding. And instead, he was just like, here's everything I know so you can see how smart I am, and here's all the reasons why I can't. And I thought that was so interesting. It was a very jarring experience for me. And I left the event just like, well, good luck. And he was like, yeah, see you. It was so great talking. I was like, we didn't talk about anything, but okay. And I continue to see that same pattern with so many people, is instead of just asking, they want to tell you. They want to tell you, here's what I know, or they want to tell you, here's why I can't. And when I look at some of the, I've been really fortunate to attract some really incredible mentors into my life and to be able to have some really cool experiences and be in rooms that are way above my pay grade. And whenever I reflect on those experiences, the common through line is that I just asked for help. And I tried my best to have no ego about it. Every time I've met someone that is smarter than me or knows something that I don't, or even someone that's dumber and less successful, like I still, as my grandma would say, you can learn something from everyone. I am just constantly, what questions can I ask? Who are you? What do you know that I might not know? And over and over and over again, whenever I am just in a room with someone and I ask them questions, they're like, wow, you genuinely want to know. You're genuinely listening. Why don't you come with me? Why don't you meet all of my friends? Why don't you come to my dinner party? Why don't you come over here and check out what I'm doing? just because I'm genuinely interested. And it's almost so simple that it's a superpower, where you would be shocked how many people actually want to help you and actually want to give you the knowledge that you're looking for. You just have to ask them. And when you ask them, don't ask them so then as soon as they're finished talking, you can say, and look at how much I know. That's not how you attract a mentor. A mentor, if you go to someone and say, look at how much I know, the mentor's conclusion is either, well, you're not teachable, and or if you already know so much, then you don't need my help. And how I've attracted such incredible mentors is that I go to them and I'm like, I have no idea. I don't know anything about that. Start at the beginning. Tell me everything. And that genuine interest and genuine curiosity and no ego about it. And I have no desire to signal, look at how much I know about it. Like, that's what a waste of time with this person that clearly knows more than me. So this is just one of those hot button topics for me. There are a lot of people in your life right now that have the answers that you're looking for. There are a lot of people around you that can help you. There are a lot of people who know how to do the exact thing that you want to do, and they are reachable. They are accessible. You probably know them, but you're missing the opportunity and you're not seeing it because you're not asking. And you're not asking for help. And if you do ask for help, what you're probably doing is you're waiting for them to stop talking so that you can signal how much you know. And that is one of the biggest mistakes that you can make. People want to help you, but you have to ask and you have to be willing to listen. Best advice a mentor ever gave me is, Cole, shut up. Like, shut up and listen. Stop talking. And you would be astounded how much people are willing to divulge if you just stop talking.